Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the NL Central, the Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-2. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Twins left fielder, number 20, scored 3 runs overall, helping lead Minnesota past Cincinnati 9-4. Heading into the day, the Twins sit in first place in the American League Central Division, while the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central. Yu Darvish won his 4th game thus far, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 9-1. In the standings, the Cubs are in 2nd place in the NL Central, and the Brewers are atop the division. The Pirates combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 2-1. At the start of the day, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, while the Cardinals are at the bottom of the division. The Colorado Rockies got 18 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 11-4. As of today, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, and the Rockies sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-2. As of right now, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division, and the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Atlanta Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 8-3. Entering the day's action, the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East, while the Braves are 4th in the division. Zach Wheeler collected win number 3 this year as the
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job Keep traffic off the bases. Keep the walks down. Try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll take a look at ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Cain on at first, nobody out. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
High pop-up. Peraza is there, 1 away. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's up to a 9-game streak right now, and that's something to build on. That'll get you a little bit of attention, too. Get to 10, and we'll start talking about DiMaggio. No, just kidding. 9 is a nice start, though.
In is Christian Yelich. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Popped high in the air. Peraza over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Jesus Aguilar. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
This is skied out toward right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. And that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia gloves it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had exactly 100 RBIs, and if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
Coming to the plate now, Scooter Gennett. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Left fielder, Matt. Yeah.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and stepping forth is the left fielder Matt Kemp. First offering on its way. Dribbled up the line. That winds up foul. Windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, but the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Into the box, Travis Shaw, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Shaw, a 27-year-old. He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Ready now, Mike Moustakas, who comes in after a day of
play ball. Out. He's out.
Attention, please. The defensive team for the Reds. Now playing center field, number 81, Andrew Steele.
In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, you know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Kane is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Striding in, Matt Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing by Kemp and a bouncing ball to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. In now, Mike Moustakas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Still 1-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Steele moves over, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Called strike over the outside corner.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Braun's around first, looking for second now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance. So some life would chew away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as we put up our team leaderboard graphic, you can see there his total currently 3rd best on this Brewers ball club. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Woodruff. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 1-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Braun at second with 2 down. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
This pitch is popped up. Suarez waits on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In is Joey Votto now. A base hit in his first trip.
Third baseman, Joey Votto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Votto has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Hit on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches to strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
As a look, now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. There's one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds go down quietly. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. 2 hits in 2 trips for him. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Gennett's going to turn for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cain is after it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
First baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So a runner stands at third. One man is out, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here comes the first pitch.
Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit.
The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good.
Play ball. He's out.
Your attention. Now pitching for the Reds, number 50.
Matt Albert is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Albert.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Steele. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Steele.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. A 1 pitch on its way. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Aguilar. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Brandon Phillips will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. The 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Ball and 2 strikes now.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Hit toward the right side. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a...
Play ball. 3.
So here's Matt Kemp now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Matt Kemp.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a line drive base hit to left field. Now the relay home. Tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We've played 8 full. It's the Reds 2 and the Brewers nothing. Cincinnati's Fountain Square scene there as we welcome you back to the broadcast on MLB Network. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Raisel Iglesias.
kicking off the top of the ninth, Orlando Arcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Steele moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So striding in, Jesus Aguilar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, I know this pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
The Brewers down to their final strike. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Reds jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Anthony DeSclafani earns the win, his second. Brandon Woodruff is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Raisel Iglesias hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Brewers, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game: 2 hours and 27 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.